I use this particular video as a checklist and I highly suggest you do the same. Try having a glass of haldi milk, taking your padosans' advice to quit ghee, dairy and nuts. Don't give up on your staples and basics and choose a salad with no carbs. The laziness in us wants to believe that this is true. Please don't do this to yourself. You will end up with several deficiencies. Hi, this is Preeti. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 7 common mistakes that people make while losing weight. I've been there, I've done all of these mistakes myself, and to be very honest, I still commit some of them. I use this particular video as a checklist and I highly suggest you do the same. So let's get started. So the first reason for not losing weight is skipping meals. This is for all those people who say, "You've seen me eat, right? I barely eat anything. Even then, I don't seem to lose any weight." According to me, this is the number one reason for not losing weight. Dieting from morning all the way up to dinner and then binge eating at midnight. And this is not only not going to help you lose weight, but this is also going to give you bad hair, bad skin, constipation, unhappiness, moody, fatigue, and many more problems. I'm sure you guys have all noticed this, that when you don't try to lose weight, your weight is somehow maintained. But the minute you get conscious and go on some random diets or you overcome it, you tend to put on more weight and you feel worse about yourself. Solution to this is, do not skip meals. Have a healthy breakfast, lunch and dinner along with a couple of very light snacks in between. And if hunger does come calling in the middle of the night, try having a glass of haldi milk instead. Haldi has a lot of beneficial properties, plus milk helps you sleep better. Reason number 2, following too many different diets and advices. With social media and us following over 20 different fitness advices, we end up not doing justice to any one of them, and it's an information overload. You all know that I've been following Rujita Divekar. Always have, always will, because she makes the most sense to me, even though I've read at least 100 dozen other nutrition books, but I always end up coming back to her. But I'm not here to tell you to do that. It's up to you to what speaks to you, what makes sense to you. But you cannot be doing intermittent fasting, mixing keto diet with it, and then taking your padosans' advice to quit ghee, dairy and nuts. You'll just end up starving yourself and worse, deficient in all of the essential nutrients. Stick to a diet that makes most sense to you and suits your lifestyle. I'll just give you 2 parameters to consider before starting on this journey. Number 1 is never go on a diet that you cannot follow all your life. You don't need a quick fix, you need a lifestyle change. For example, if a particular diet is asking you to quit dairy, question yourself, can you live without milk, curd, ghee all your life? If you cannot, then don't even start such a thing. The second point to consider is follow a diet plan for yourself, which includes foods that you've grown up eating and includes seasonal produce. For example, now since childhood, if you've eaten rice, dal and sabzi, then please continue to do so. For a diet, don't give up on your staples and basics and choose a salad with no carbs. Always think global, but please eat local. Now moving on to reason number 3, losing weight without exercise. Let's take a moment of silence. Now deep down, you know it, I know it, that it's bullshit. But the laziness in us wants to believe that this is true. I've seen the videos on YouTube with such catchy thumbnails. Lose 10 kgs in 1 month without exercise, and our minds immediately go, wow. But come on, let's get real for a moment. Is it really possible to lose 10 kgs in a month without exercise? Yes, it is, provided you have some terminal disease. For the rest of us, it is only possible if we are willing to starve ourselves and feel like we are dying both on the inside and outside at the end of the month. On a serious note, please don't do this to yourself. You will end up with several deficiencies. You will lose hair, you will get terrible skin, you will age faster, you will have a lot of muscle loss, plus fatigue. You will have no energy, or your productivity level itself will drop down to complete zero. We have to exercise if we want to stay fit, healthy and young. But that's the problem. What sort of exercise should we do? Let's discuss this in the coming reasons. Number 4 reason for not losing weight is too much cardio. I was just telling my new maid yesterday that I have to lose weight, and the first thing that she tells me is wake up at 5 in the morning and run, you'll lose weight. I'm sure I'm not the only one. You guys also must have heard this from many people in your life, to just go run. Now don't get me wrong, running, dancing, playing a sport are very essential for your cardiovascular health, but if you don't strengthen the muscle that is required to do these activities, you will end up with injuries plus muscle loss. So it is very important to strength train. By this I mean lift weights and build stronger, healthier muscles. Also, strength training helps in building your metabolism, which means that you will burn more fat and more calories in the long run than cardio. Now, if you don't have access to gym or weights, it's nothing to worry about. You can use your own body weight to strength train, and that's when yoga comes in. It's a holistic approach to strength training. But mind you, and let me tell you, that yoga is much harder than strength training, and I'm telling you this from my own personal experience. But if yoga speaks to you, so be it. I'm super proud of you already. So the fifth reason for not losing weight is you exercise plenty, but you have absolutely no control over your diet. This particular point is for all those people who say that you've seen me work out, right? I literally kill myself at the gym for 1.5 to 2 hours. Even then I'm not losing any weight. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make while losing weight, and I used to do it too. Every time I work out, it would be as an excuse to end up eating junk food, because I'm like, I worked out for 1 hour. I deserve this junk food. I deserve this pastry. Let me tell you the basics. In order to lose fat, there has to be calorie deficit, which means you need to eat fewer calories than what you are burning, and this calorie deficient is what's gonna make you lose weight and fat. But if you're working out this much and burning these many calories, but because you're working out you end up eating this much more, then the calorie deficit here that's created with you eating a lot more calories might just make you put on more weight. So you have to be very careful. Just because you're exercising, it is not an excuse to overindulge yourself. Another very important point to note in a weight loss journey, or the correct term is a fat loss journey, is that you have to remember that exercise only contributes to 30% of your weight loss, and your diet contributes to 70%. Moving on to the sixth reason is focusing on weight loss and not on fat loss. We are conditioned to believe that the number on a weighing scale decides our health, but this is far from the truth. I'm guilty of this too. In my weight loss series, I always every week try to show you my weight, which is not an accurate measure of anything. But I know my audience is conditioned to believe that it is, so I end up showing it. A weighing scale will show that you have lost weight for a number of reasons. Even if you get sick or if you get diarrhea, you will still lose weight. But being sick is not our goal. Our goal is to be more fit. Our goal is to not pant by just climbing 10 feet of stairs. Our goal is to have healthy skin, healthy hair, healthy cardiovascular health, look younger. To achieve this, we need to focus on reducing our fat and increasing our muscles. Since fat weighs less than muscles, sometimes when you start on an exercise journey, your weighing scale might show that your weight has increased instead of decreasing, although you feel thinner. And that's completely normal, and don't panic or get demotivated and stop your weight loss journey. As long as you're feeling great, energetic, you're on the right track. Moving on to the last point of why you're not losing weight, lifestyle. This is the most overlooked and an underrated mistake. We exercise and eat healthy, but we are constantly stressed, we are not sleeping, and we are also not at peace with ourselves. Whatever may be the reason, you need to know that every single person on this planet Earth has issues, has problems, has insecurities. You are not the only one. I have it all too. Just because I always seem happy on camera, that doesn't mean I don't have my share of crap. I can't discuss my private life openly, but believe me, sometimes I have it rough too. But I make an effort to stay happy, to smile more, get some me time, and basically get ahead of my hormones. Now, what does this have to do with weight loss? everything. Our stress levels and our emotions can affect our hormones, which in turns affect our lifestyle and can lead to lifestyle disorders such as PCOD, diabetes, etc. So please not just prioritize on your health, but also prioritize on your mental health. Alright, I don't know how did I manage to skip this particular point, but this is again one of the biggest reasons for not losing weight. It's consistency. So this is going to be my 8th point. Consistency combined with motivation, since I feel both of them are interlinked. If you're not motivated enough, you cannot be consistent. We are so motivated when we begin this weight loss journey that we join a gym, we buy new clothes, we end up throwing all the junk from our house, we refuse to eat junk food when we see other people eat it, but at the slightest inconvenience, we let go of it all, whether it might be soreness at the gym or just plain laziness. Or sometimes even genuine reasons like a vacation or probably work or health. We stop and then we cannot find it in ourselves to start this journey again. You've seen my journey yourself. I do take a break from time to time, but I always try and get back. And yeah, that's a promise that I am doing what I eat in a week from next week, and this time it's not an excuse, we really are doing it. But whatever happens, stop feeling guilty. Even if you've messed up big time, like you've gone on a vacation and you've overindulged yourself, it's completely all right. Stop feeling guilty, get back on the wagon and start now. Start with literally your next meal or your next snack. Stop waiting for 1st of every month or 5th or 10th or maybe Mondays or altogether let's just wait for New Year's. Please don't do that. If you're gonna start, get back on the wagon, get back with the meal that you're going to eat next. When it comes to a weight loss journey and motivation, you have to be motivated on 2 fronts. One is diet and the other is exercise. When it comes to diet, I've already mentioned before, don't do something that you cannot do all your life, because you cannot stay motivated or consistent on a journey that you hate. It is not possible for you to eat food that you don't like all your life and restrict a lot of things that are very common in your household. So like I mentioned before, on the diet front, don't do something that you cannot do all your life. Now, moving on to the second front, it's exercise. Now the first advice does not work here. That don't start something that you can't do all your life. That advice does not work when it comes to exercise. Otherwise, nobody would. And I struggle with this front myself because I think I've said it repeatedly. I just don't like exercising. I just can't. So I struggle with it myself. I don't know what advice to give you, but some of my single female friends have told me that, when they go to the gym, if there's a cute guy who's consistently coming, then just for that guy, they end up going to the gym. No. Should I have said this point? I don't know. But I'm married, so I can't even do that anymore. But if you're single, go ahead. I don't know, when it comes to exercise, there's just certain things in life that you just have to do it. Whether you hate it, you like it, you love it, or whatever it is, you just have to do it. So exercise is inexcusable. Find your motivation, find something. If I find my motivation, I will make like 20 videos on it, that I have found it, guys. I've done it. I have finally fallen in love with working out. If that happens to me someday, I will take a class on how to do it. But as of now, so that's it, and with that we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. First journey. Why am I forgetting? Hormones. This particular reason that you grew up eating, and which I'm not here to tell you to. But I'm not here to tell you to what? Tell you to my happy place and watch a comedy show. Comedy?